raised these children in the beginning, in their early years, in North Highlands. But in 1975, they moved, wanting to provide a nice, suitable place to raise their children, sort of like the country, not so cityfied. Remember, these are both two farm children, came together, and they feel peace and more like that's where they belong when they're in the country. So they moved, but they had no home. So they moved everything they had and all 5 children into a 1.5 bedroom trailer. They lived on a piece of property just outside Nevada City because they thought the area would be a better place to raise their children. They spent 2 years in that little trailer house building their dream home. They were actually basically camping out for 2 years. Doris was able to keep things together through dirt, mud, snow, poison oak, and even cramped quarters. The half-hour drive over the top of the mountain to and from school daily was many times an adventure just in itself. Finally, the home at Cascade Shores, Nevada City, was ready to move into, where they spent 33 years. And this past summer, Doris and Archie drove me up to that home and showed me it was a beautiful home, Archie. And your children enjoyed and still do have fond memories of growing up in that home. They lived in that home for many years and afforded many wonderful memories that are still dear to everyone, and is probably still has a beautiful garden put in by Doris. So I asked the children, the siblings, if they had anything special they wanted to remember or share with you. And one of those memories is that Mom always had a pen and pencil in hand whenever she was driving. So I'm sure today she would be right at home with her cell phone propped up in a container right on her dashboard, because she kept a pad nearby, not wanting to miss out on anything that was important, even as she drove in those hills. So Retha shared that when she was 12, Doris decided that she and Retha would take swimming lessons together. On their final swim to pass the class, Retha couldn't make it all the way across the pool. Did you ever learn to swim, Retha? Oh! Okay, well, maybe this summer. Well, Doris, in that time of testing, when they were in the pool, Doris stubbed her toe, and it turns out it was broken. So neither one of them could finish. They both failed the class. But Doris had to finish her many duties at home as both a wife, mother, and nurse, with her foot wrapped up for several weeks. Can you just see it? Then, in her career as a nurse, which she loved all of her life and seemed to be well suited for, she worked for many years at Mercy General Hospital in Sacramento. She started the ROP class, which is Regional Occupational Program, in Nevada Union High School in Grass Valley. And she taught health classes to students who were planning to make careers in nursing. She also taught nurses' aides at Golden Empire Nursing Home in Grass Valley. There she passed on her passion for nursing to many students. I recall one of the girls telling me that she never forgot nursing. So even at the end, when she was in hospitals several times since fall, but even way before that, but since fall it's been repeatedly, she would go into hospitals and her daughters would say, "We think you just like being here. You're finding an excuse." So, but she continued her nursing even while she was a patient, often telling her doctors her own diagnosis. I'm sure they appreciated that. Well, she had many health conditions that proved she was a survivor. She had 2 hip replacements, a back surgery. She had breast cancer, which she beat in 2001. And finally, she had inclusion body myositis. I didn't say that right. Myositis. Inclusion body myositis. That means that the myositis includes the whole body, in case you didn't figure that out, which she contracted in 2004, and it got progressively worse, as we all witnessed. So, her years of involvement in the church, oh man, what can we say? It was like her career. She was a Sunday school teacher. She led junior church. She was active in NYPS, which is Nazarene Young People's Society. She served on the Missionary Council, both local and district. She taught her children to fast on Wednesdays in honor of missions, and then read missionary books to them. I mean, she was a devoted church lady. Well, her retirement and Archie's coincided. So in 1987, they joined the Mobile Mission Assistance Program, which is a ministry that allowed them to travel in their motorhome from coast to coast. And they built churches, campgrounds, children facilities, and to help out at various Christian organizations throughout the whole United States. And we remember seeing that picture of them standing in front of their RV. Doris honed her crafting skills and made wonderful friends during those 12 years of ministry. All in all, they worked on 60 different projects. That's quite an accomplishment. Just that in itself, Archie. God bless you, brother, for doing that. That's giving yourself to others. Well, Doris was a wonderful example of a Christian whose love and concern for others shined through even in the midst of health struggles. Her last blessing to her family was a reminder to meet her in heaven, and her radiant smile will not be forgotten. Doris passed away on March 5th, 2017. She was a strong, godly, educated contributor to life. And how fitting that she died on a Sunday. She is survived by her husband, Archie, her 2 sisters, Betty Lou and Rosella, her 5 children, 2 married daughters, Retha and Dean Milliken, Janelle and Dale Lawrence, her 3 sons, David and Lisa Silva, Garon and Jana, and Kevin and Debbie. Then her 12 grandchildren are Sean, Cherise, and husband Joshua, Justin and wife Amanda, unofficially adopted son John and wife Laura, Ken and wife Courtney, Michelle, Tyler and wife Rachel, Megan, Alexa, Ethan, Noah, Eliana, is that correct? Did I say that right? Leah and Joseph, and she's also survived by 10 great-grandchildren. So thank you for sharing this time with us. Now if you'll all stand, I believe we're going to have a song. Is this the time to sing? No, sorry, my mistake. So we're going to have a solo. Thank you.
Hello. I won't be singing for you. Thank you so much for a beautiful eulogy. Lovely. I'm Joseph. I'm Doris's grandson. I have a little something that she typed up a while back to share with you. Doris wrote this while the rest of the family was at family prayer, which we do on a monthly basis. She wasn't able to join us this month, and instead she sat at home and wrote this. I'm sitting here all alone, praying out to my God. Jessee family prayer is happening right now at the Millikins. I'm too weak to go. Thanking God for my parents, Ben and Leah Mail, how they were determined to do God's will on the Bowen farm. And I'm thankful for Paul Cobb, pastor who was their friend and example. Many times I've thanked God for adults like Bob and Levon Kent, Clarence and Agnes Hicks, Ruby Adams, Mrs. Mayfield, and others. The church encouraged young people by letting us represent NYPS meetings and others. I'm sorry I've forgotten my SS teacher who urged us to memorize scripture, and I still have the little New Testament she gave me. My desire these 80-some years later is to live life for him till the end. I pray I won't be so absorbed in my own needs that I fail to see a chance to honor him. I think I can send this to some of you so you know how much God used you and how thankful I am for you. I'm so very happy I asked God to guide when I chose this great man to be my life partner. He is now my nurse, my caregiver, and my caregiver of all things. He's doing a great job, even though it's hard for him. We're both 88. Want to be a party when we will get to heaven. Love, Doris, Jean, Mel, Jessee. Thank you all so much for being here.
Good afternoon. I'm Pastor Mike. I've had the privilege to be the pastor of Dorji and Archie Jessee for the last 5.5 years. Now, what do you do as a pastor to come into a church and pastor saints? I'm not really sure. I'm still trying to figure it out. But that's how I felt when I met the Jessees. I've encountered them in a place that's super unique. As a young pastor coming into a church and discovering that you have saints sitting there in the midst of your teachings. I wonder if it's how James would have felt as he sat and listened to other pastors in the New Testament and later on in the early church when he just said this.